Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Season 10, Episode 6, the second SmackDown of 12, as we're on the road to the SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view, No Mercy. I'm excited. We're also building up toward Money in the Bank, which is on Episode 13, NXT TakeOver, which is Episode 8. We start off, though, with a news report that the current Hardcore Champion, Christian Ox Bane, did suffer a back injury on Raw. It's confirmed as well that Bobby Lashley had a minor concussion, but not serious enough to keep him out of action. But the Hardcore Champion is vacating the championship as of tonight. He'll be out of action for an unconfirmed amount of time, and we will have a new champion crowned on this episode. It's a shame, but it has to be done. Now, let's get into the show. The show kicks off with Kyle O'Reilly, the WWE Champion, making his way to the ring, celebrates his victory in the ring with the fans on his first successful title defense, but he gets cut off by the GM of SmackDown, Aiden English. English promises to end Kyle O'Reilly's reign with the first edition of the new regime. I don't exactly know what that means, but what I do know is that the number one contendership for No Mercy will be decided beforehand in the semi-main event. Just then, though, Aiden English adds that, but for Kyle O'Reilly, the celebration dies right now. And Kyle O'Reilly is blasted from behind with a powerful elbow from Ohno, and Aiden English announces that Ohno will face Kyle O'Reilly in the main event for the WWE Championship. That takes us to the schedule. So we have the opening bout going to be Johnny Rivers, the Cruiserweight Champion, defending his title against Cedric Alexander. The Hardcore Championship, Elias, Davis King, Matthew Webster of the New Regime, and Cole Quinn going to be squaring off. We'll show that match. Gargano versus Bennett, which was set up previously. Rollins, McIntyre, Tommaso Ciampa, and Tyson Cage of the Christian Coalition are going to square off, where the winner goes to No Mercy in the main event to face the WWE Champion. And the WWE Champion, Kyle O'Reilly, defending his title against Ohno, which will also be shown on this episode. So let's get into the rest of the segments now. Johnny Rivers successfully defeats Cedric Alexander to retain his Cruiserweight Championship. As he's celebrating, Finn Balor confronts Johnny Rivers out in the middle of the ring, and Finn Balor says that Johnny Rivers hasn't been tested as hard as Balor will push him. If he gives him an opportunity, Balor will put Johnny Rivers through the real grind, the real test, the real crucible to figure out if he's worthy of that championship. Rivers laughs and says that he's the one that's bulletproof, and he'll prove it at No Mercy because he accepts Finn Balor's challenge. So the Cruiserweight Championship is going to be defended at No Mercy. SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view. After that, Davis King is interviewed backstage and asked about his thoughts on the Ox getting injured on Raw. Davis highlights that injuries happen all the time in wrestling, and that's the risk that comes with fighting for the Hardcore Championship, especially so. It doesn't just test one's mental ability, but pushes you physically by demanding it more often than any other belt. Reason being is because you defend it more often than any other championship. He also points out that in this business, it's unfortunate to think this, but one man's downfall is another one's opportunity to ascend. And that's the case tonight for him and 3 other individuals. He's then asked if it's wise to compete immediately after losing the Intercontinental Championship match at Extreme Rules and suffering a minor concussion at that show. Davis states that the concussion was just that, minor. He aims tonight to strike gold, climb a ladder, and unhook an opportunity. He came up short against Edge, but he'll be damned if he comes up short tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, we head to that Hardcore Championship Fatal 4-Way Ladder match. Let's get right to it now. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is the second fight of the night. It is for the Hardcore Championship, a Fatal 4-Way Ladder match, due to the fact that the former champion, or current champion, soon to be former, Christian Oxbane is out with a back injury. Davis King, Elias, Cole Quinn, Matthew Webster here, all look to take the title. Elias with a takedown to Cole Quinn. Elias, one-time WWE champion. He's got about 9 championships or 8 championship reigns to his name, total combined across all championships. Looking to add another championship to his reign or his career. Very popular with the fans. Cole Quinn, early time on the main roster, debuted. Oh! Powerbomb by Davis King. Late last season, he's looking to win his first championship with the main roster. Matthew Webster was kind of going insane, but got sedated and drugged by the new regime. Though it seems that since being taken off the drugs, he's just being complacent or working the faction over. I have no idea if he's playing them at this point or actually loyal, but he's that secretary to Marcus Trap. Either way, he is former Intercontinental Champion, multi-time Hardcore Champion, and former NXT Champion, and now Elias and Matthew Webster converge upon Davis King and stop him from getting a ladder. But he's looking to add a championship, the first title to the new regime, while Davis King, a veteran, has been here since Season 1, trying to show his abilities. He's already highly decorated, more decorated than his older brother, who's a Hall of Famer. But with that said, he's trying to still move out of that shadow of his brother as he gets a chair on the outside. Meanwhile, Webster controlling the ring, taking out the 2 other men. Oh, and now the hardware has been broken out as the chair is being utilized upon the back of Cole Quinn and the chest. And now Webster, oh, eats a chair shot there from Davis King. Either way, all 4 men see this as a prime time opportunity to strike gold for their own desires, their own dreams, their own ambitions. As now Davis King, Irish whipping Cole Quinn. He's laid out on the ladder, the bridging ladder. Davis King dives, leg drop, no! Rattled his tailbone on the ladder as Cole Quinn got out of the way in the nick of time. And now setting up that ladder, Davis King scales up the rungs, trying to potentially unclip one of the 8 clips that hold that championship. You don't need to unclip the most, you just need to be the person that unclips the last hook holding the championship. That's a lot of clips. As now, Cole Quinn trying to undo the belt, but no, Davis King scales up the ladder with him as Elias taking out Matthew Webster on the outside, laying in the strikes on top of the ladder. Davis King wipes out Cole Quinn, but instead of going for the belt, he goes high! Diving elbow there off the top of the ladder! Meanwhile, Elias, wipes out Webster on the edge of the apron. Davis King gets a 1 clip undone, 2 clips undone out of the 8. And now, Elias is there inside the ring, down below, punching Davis King, trying to make it difficult to undo the championship clips. As now, Webster and Cole Quinn pull the ladder out from under Davis King, who's dangling so high above as he's trying desperately to hang on. And falls. Cole Quinn clears the ring of everybody else whilst Davis King is out. The impact could do damage to him. As now Cole Quinn climbing up the ladder slowly but surely. Davis King stunned, getting to his feet, knocks Cole Quinn off the ladder. Now he and Elias. Elias, Irish whipping him into the corner. But no, Davis King worked his way out of it, throwing him into the corner. No, Elias counters and throws Davis right back into the corner. And now Davis works his way out. Drop kick there, back and forth, to and fro. But Davis King wound up winning the exchange. And now Davis kicked to the sternum of Matthew Webster, who got inside the ring. Pump handle driver right there, wipes him out. And now Elias got back to his feet. Irish whipping Davis King back into the corner. This could be bad news for Davis King. Clothesline there. Bouncing off the ropes. Bulldog wiping out Davis King. Now a backbreaker by the Drifter. The Drifter Looking to strike gold. Quinn is inside the ring, though. Shutting that down. No, wait. Elias counters him. Elias counters Quinn. Irish whipping him out of the ring. The ring is cleared for Elias as he tosses Matthew Webster into the corner. Smashing knee into the throat. Webster, but oh wait, Webster got in the way. Stunner! A stunner by the secretary of Marcus Trapp. Oh wait, Davis is there, stopping the secretary from striking gold for the new regime. As now, Davis King picking up Webster. Here we go, Irish whipping him over the ropes and onto the ladder. Davis King up to the top rope. Oh my gosh, moonsault there through the bridging ladder, wiping out Webster. Elias is alone inside the ring, looking to win the championship again in his career. Look for a third time. Davis is chopped though on the top of the ladder. Elias, gets knocked off. Davis King, wait, is in a precarious position. As now Quinn trying to shove the ladder. As, oh no, Matthew Webster also with a double team upon Davis King. Quinn tosses him off the ladder. As now Matthew Webster trying to stop Quinn, who unclips the 4th and 5th clamps, holding the championship. There's only 3 clamps left holding that title. Webster rocks Quinn. Oh wait, Webster gets up on the first rung of the ladder and a power bomb to Quinn before picking him up. Lifts him up for a body slam. No. Quinn counters it. Quinn, Irish whipping Webster to the outside. Grabbing or running up the rungs of the ladder. Trying to win the title, but no, wait, Davis is there on the top of the ladder. Swinging neck breaker. Wipes out Quinn. Quinn is down. Davis to the top of the ladder. Oh my gosh, leg drop from above. Wipes him out. He goes up the ladder, grabs the title. Can he pull it down? Elias is there. 2 clips left. Webster, wait, the regime's secretary wipes out Elias. Davis King removes the last 2 hooks, and it's the new hardcore champion. Davis King wins for the 2nd time in his career. The hardcore champion, the 2-time world champion, strikes gold after so long. Congratulations to him. Disappointing for the other 3, disappointing for the new regime, of course. But Davis King walks away with a title. He is your new hardcore champion. Congratulations to Davis King. As we move on to the next match, one hell of a performance from Davis. He's the champ. So following this match, Matthew Webster steps aside for Davis King, who climbs down the ladder and motions for Davis to celebrate his victory before starting to stomp further down on Elias. Davis proceeds to shove Webster off of Elias before Aiden English comes out. Aiden proceeds to offer up an opportunity to Davis. Davis can also be added into the Money in the Bank ladder match for SmackDown, despite his shortcomings, if he does one favor for Aiden English. Davis asks what it is, but Aiden asks for Davis to follow him and step into his office. Davis looks at Webster, who flanks him, and agrees to hear Aiden out. So, plot thickens. And after that, we have Quinn, who is in this match. He heads to the back and is asked about where he plans to go from here after his loss. And he states that the new champion, Davis, didn't beat him. Davis King got lucky that he walked out with the gold. If Davis has a problem with his words, then he can be added to the Hardcore Championship match, No Mercy, to wage war against Davis. If Davis wants to, shut his mouth. He's about to walk away, but Seth Rollins, who's in the #1 contendership match in the semi-main event, steps up and has a wide smile and wide eyes. Rollins says that he likes that energy, but there's not a lot of action behind his words, and proceeds to demonstrate how Quinn can do that. Quinn accepts, and Rollins kicks him right between the legs. Quinn crumbles to the ground, and Rollins curb stomps him. Rollins then asks where the cameraman is, to aid, or where the office is of Aid in English to the cameraman, and the cameraman points in a specific direction, and Rollins heads that way, thanking him with a cackle. It almost seems like Rollins is losing his mind because of his continued failures. But we then head to Johnny Gargano versus Bruce Bennett. Bruce Bennett barely manages to win. Gargano gave him a hell of a run for his money, but the big man, the head of security, wins out. After the match, Bruce Bennett continues to beat down on Johnny Gargano, but then Tommaso Ciampa hits the ring. We haven't seen these two on the same page in a long time, and these two start going back and forth. Eventually, Bruce Bennett takes advantage and starts to beat down upon Tommaso Ciampa, but Gargano super kicks him, and the pair work together until Matthew Webster comes down to the ring with a chair, but stops his momentum, and the chair slides into the ring. It's almost like he was trying to hold himself, or potentially intentionally slid the chair in the ring. Either way, Webster stares at the two and doesn't move. DIY hit Bruce Bennett with the chair and hit their tag team finisher meet in the middle on him before hugging each other. It seems that DIY, after all these seasons, has reunited to back each other up. Webster got in the ring to check on Bruce Bennett while DIY heads up the ramp, where Jamie comes out and embraces the two as well. We haven't seen Jamie in a minute, but it seems that Jamie is impressed by the two and is endorsing them. Either way, very cool to see. Potentially Jamie pushed Tommaso Ciampa to go out there and assist him. I wonder. Once they get to the back, Aiden informs DIY that they will face Matthew Webster and Bruce Bennett in a tag team match at No Mercy. To which Tommaso Ciampa says, "Bring it on." Well, this continues to get interesting as the card fills up for No Mercy. Following that, we have the number one contendership for the WWE Championship: Rollins, McIntyre, Ciampa, and Tyson Cage. And in the end, Drew McIntyre picks up the win. So Drew McIntyre will face the WWE Champion, whoever wins in the main event, at No Mercy. Following this, Edge, the Intercontinental Champion, comes to the ring. And it's already made clear that Christian wants the championship and has issued his rematch clause for the title at No Mercy. Edge is in the ring and is sitting in a chair. He says that it's poetic that Christian and him fights. For all this time, he knows that some fans see this as just two old men feuding for the Intercontinental Championship belt, but he sees this in a different light than those people. This title is his second chance at wrestling and giving back to the new generation, because now everyone has to come to him to fight for what they want, and he gets to push them to the limit by which he knows he can go. However, Christian stands in the way of Edge's goals. Christian sees this title as Christian's crown and wants it back. For Christian, it's eating away at him that Edge holds this belt because of jealousy. Just then, the Coalition interrupts Edge's promo, and they come down to the ring. And as they're heading down the ramp, Christian has a microphone and says he agrees with Edge. It is out of jealousy. And in his mind, Edge is attempting to overshadow Christian's legacy with this belt. Edge ended Christian's historic making reign as the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time, as one of the longest championship reigns of all time in general. He stole Christian's WrestleMania moment, which was supposed to be his crowning achievement. And he's tarnishing Christian's image every second he holds that championship. For that, Christian will not just ensure that he becomes Intercontinental Champion again at No Mercy. And not only that, but he'll take back the most important championship in WWE. But he will also ensure that Edge and his neck won't ever support his ability to walk again. Consider tonight the official end of their friendship. He snaps his fingers and the Coalition starts to get in the ring, but then Austin Arrogance and Class-Par out of nowhere came from the crowd, dressed up in just normal attire, which is weird for Class-Par because he's typically well-mannered and well-dressed in suits, but they proceed to help fend off the Coalition. And Christian, Ricochet, and Tyson Cage head up the ramp to back off. And Christian says, "I'll see you at No Mercy," to Edge. Backstage, English is livid because, for those who don't know, Austin Arrogance is supposed to be suspended and away from the ring, along with Class-Par. But comes up with an idea. He decides to announce to the fans that he'll book Austin Arrogance to face Alex Carter in a WrestleMania rematch. A WrestleMania rematch, excuse me, at No Mercy. The winner will get to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. The loser will be banned from the Money in the Bank show. Can't appear. He calls Marcus Trapp for approval. Cameras are still rolling. And puts him on speaker. Marcus is livid at first over the phone. Absolutely livid that Aiden would even entertain that. But Aiden informs him that this will smooth things over with the board of directors. They didn't like Marcus saying they mustn't be allowed to win the briefcase. Previously on SmackDown. And this can appeal to the fan base and the board of directors by giving Austin Arrogance an opportunity. He can smooth things over, brighten his image. That he's benevolent. Marcus ponders this for a moment before agreeing to this match. After hanging up the call, Seth Rollins enters the office and demands to be added to the Hardcore Championship match in No Mercy. Aiden leans back and asks what's in it for him and the new regime. Rollins says that he'll put down Cole Quinn for good in that match, and when he wins the title, the regime will have his loyalty. Aiden smiles and agrees to adding to the match, saying that Elias has been added as well from previous discussions with Davis King. If Rollins fails to win the title, however, Aiden won't let him join the new regime, before wishing Seth Rollins the best of luck and to leave his office. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we head to the main event. Kyle O'Reilly versus Cassius Ohno. The winner will go on to face Drew McIntyre in the main event of No Mercy. Let's get to the match now. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time for the show. We already have our number one contender for No Mercy, the SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view for the WWE Championship. It is Drew McIntyre, the Scottish Psychopath. He hasn't been WWE Champion for almost 5 seasons. If that doesn't scream desperation to succeed, I don't know what will in terms of wanting to win. And now here comes Cassius Ohno being handed an opportunity by the new regime. He's almost like a lapdog. Go and get this for me. It seems to be the new regime's usage for him. That's not necessarily a bad thing because he's getting rewarded from it with a WWE title opportunity. And to be fair, before you doubt this man's abilities, he's a former Intercontinental Champion, former NXT Champion and North American Champion. Decorated is how you should view him. He's struck gold. He has legitimacy, though I wouldn't say he's in the upper echelons of the main event. But if he wins here tonight over Kyle O'Reilly, that could be a different story that could be written here tonight. We have seen upsets before. Now, some would say that Kyle O'Reilly winning would be the upset. Well, in Kyle O'Reilly's case, he's been on a long journey. A wild ride. He has overcome many obstacles. He's beaten Brock Lesnar. He's beaten Adam Cole, James Arlington, Dante Guerrero, and many more to have that title around this waist. What he's experiencing after all these seasons is what it's like to be chased. Because he was chasing the title. He was chasing to be the man all this time, over 3 seasons. And now he's experiencing everybody chasing him. The burden of being the champion, being the man of a brand, and being the top guy, the guy. Big guys are looking to cut him down because they see him as a small problem in their way. He's overcome Cesaro so far in his title reign, and now he's looking to overcome Cassius Ohno. The challenges are that he's fighting big men with contrasting styles. Cesaro, a powerhouse. Cassius Ohno's a striker, and if he retains, he's up against Drew McIntyre, who's more of a brawler style. All of these guys are more so behemoths. As the ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship in the main event. Introducing the challenger, handpicked to be the opponent, the challenger for tonight by the new regime, the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno. And introducing the man opposite the ring, with a title reign of 6 episodes in his first reign, he is, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Champion of the World, Iron Man, Kyle O'Reilly. This is 2 contrasting styles, a technician champion against a striker. This could be interesting. I'm excited. I hope you all are as well. So let's see if Cassius Ohno tries to keep Kyle O'Reilly off his game plan. Kyle O'Reilly utilizes submissions, utilizes trying to limb target, whereas Cassius Ohno goes for overwhelming strikes, counters, and combinations to stay on top of his opponent. Here we go. These 2 lock up to start. Ohno has got him in a headlock. Kyle O'Reilly pushes him off the ropes, shoots him off the ropes, in fact. Oh, tossed him right over his head, using the momentum of the ring against Ohno. As these 2 lock up again. Ohno managed to lock it in after Kyle O'Reilly picked him up as Kyle pushes him into the corner. There is a call for a break by the referee. These 2 have a collar and elbow tie up again. Ohno pushes him into the opposite corner. For Ohno, he is trying to take out the world champion, end the reign, this fairy tale reign of Kyle O'Reilly as he went for the arm. O'Reilly counters, brings his wrist behind the back of the head, but Ohno counters, got him in a headlock. And now, Ohno brings him down into a side headlock, punches him in the face, and that's got to be frustrating for Kyle. Oh, levels him in the forearm. He keeps the champion rocked as now he goes for a submission, trying to soften up the champion's lower back and his neck by contorting him. But Kyle works his way out of it. Look for a strike. Ooh, enziguri by the world champion of SmackDown. Now Kyle has got the arm. Drops down Ohno. And now trying to wear him down. The regime obviously doesn't view Ohno as part of their group. Seems to be only 4 people right now. Marcus Trapp, the chairman of WWE, as Kyle O'Reilly tying up the leg. He and Aiden English, the new general manager of SmackDown, don't see Kyle O'Reilly as the man they want as the face of SmackDown. As now Kyle trying to hyperextend the arm in an armbar submission, but no. Ohno works his way out of it. It's Kyle. Ooh, wipes him out with a knee to the gut. Ohno goes down to the floor. Eats a forearm. Goes for the leg, but no. Kyle was countered. Ohno sizes him up for the power bomb. Oh, wait, no. Kyle rolls right through it, using his momentum cover. No. Kick out for the count of 1. Good counter by the world champion. Super kick to the challenger. And now, it's got him right back in submission, trying to hyperextend the arm, trying to make him tap, trying to break it. But no, the knockout artist working his way out of it. And now Cassius Ohno. Ooh, eats a shot to the leg. And now Kyle kicking his feet out from under him. No, Ohno caught him with a knee. Turns it around. Clothesline there. Sits the champion down. Bouncing off the ropes. Here comes a senton. Oh, that's 230 plus pounds coming on down upon your chest. It has got to be excruciating and impactful for Kyle O'Reilly, driving the air out of his lungs as Ohno tries to take control. But Kyle desperately trying to take back the reins of the match. But no, Ohno picks him up for a running powerbomb cover. 1, no, 1.5. Cassius Ohno, kick to the yard. Both men have Drew McIntyre watching this match closely ahead of No Mercy, with an opportunity to main event the show hanging in the balance. Both men are feeling the pressure. O'Reilly wanting to sustain the reign with a rolling elbow in tribute to the classiest man alive, CLASS PAR, clasp R, before locking in an ankle lock. Here it is, Kyle O'Reilly trying to break his ankle. Can he make Ohno tap? Ohno's in trouble, trying to grab the bottom rope. Wait, no, he counters it, flips him out. And now, Ohno, Irish whipping the WWE champion. Picks him up, an eye rake by the world champion. Kyle, kick to the gut, here it comes. Brain buster right there. Cover 1, 2, no. So close yet so far. Kyle wasting not much time though, having a moment of reprieve, but keeping the offense pouring on, not even arguing with the ref, just a look of disbelief, and now drops down Ohno on his neck. 1, 2, no, Ohno stays alive. Kyle maintaining that offense, as now he Irish whips him into the corner, look for the Stinger splash, it was countered, and now Ohno, neck breaker there, tossing Kyle O'Reilly with ease, mind you, despite the punishment over his head. Cover 1, no, 1.5. Ohno trying to gain his wits about him after being rocked by Kyle O'Reilly. Clothesline once, twice, as now Ohno runs the ropes, clothesline a third time, and now it's O'Reilly's turn to look at the lights, the bright lights of SmackDown, as the reign could end. The Caribbean kick by the knockout artist, a clubbing blow, and now runs the ropes, drives the air out of the lungs of Kyle O'Reilly. Ohno taunting him, saying, "Stay down, champ, because that title's mine." As now Ohno sizing him up, the knockout artist with a knockout blow, a forearm to the back of the skull. That's it, new champion. 2, no, almost a 3. Cassius Ohno cannot believe it, driving an elbow into the chest of Kyle O'Reilly, trying to punish the ribs, the lungs of Kyle O'Reilly. He's got to be running on fumes, as now he's got the arms, straight jacket, tying up Kyle O'Reilly, wrenching his back with his knee, pressing into the spinal cord. As now Kyle O'Reilly works his way out of it, dropping down Cassius Ohno, who's rocked. Kyle slams him down. The world champion turns the tide. Oh, rams a knee into the face of Cassius Ohno. And now going up in the middle turnbuckle, and axe handle there. Dropping down Cassius Ohno, and a knee to the skull. Is that enough? Is the question. No, he's not done. He's got the wrist and stomps a mud hole into the chest of Cassius Ohno. As Kyle O'Reilly, what more can be done? He goes up to the top rope. Oh my gosh! A diving elbow. Is that offense enough? 2. Kick out at 2.5. And Kyle, not even again arguing with the ref, just gassed, wondering what he has to do after all that offense to put Ohno away. And Ohno hits him with a shoulder tackle. Ohno looks gassed, running on fumes like he's not fully there, but he goes for a submission anyways, trying to choke Kyle O'Reilly out, but the beating that he's taken has left him unable to secure his grip, and Kyle worked his way out of it. Target to the arm, front flip neck breaker. Pure instinct by Ohno, who lines up another Caribbean kick. Can he put him away? Misses it there. Kyle, a German suplex there. Kyle O'Reilly looking to seal the damn deal to retain. Brain buster there. No, Kyle's not done. Kyle's not done. He's got him. Guillotine. Kyle O'Reilly has got him. Ohno's legs give out. He's down in the center of the ring. Can he hang on? Can he keep this match going? He can't. He taps to the world champion. Kyle O'Reilly. Back to back title retentions for O'Reilly. He will face the Scottish psychopath and No Mercy. Wow! Kyle retains his title in the main event of SmackDown and has punched his ticket to the main event of SmackDown's pay-per-view No Mercy. Test after test, crucible after crucible for Kyle O'Reilly as he continues to prove that he earned this title after all the years, after all the seasons. He is SmackDown's face. Ladies and gentlemen, still your world champion, Iron Man O'Reilly. So he retains tonight. To close out the show, we have a bit more segments and the show card for No Mercy up next. So stay tuned. Wow. So in the closing moments of the show, Drew McIntyre comes out with a microphone in hand, and he and Kyle O'Reilly go nose to nose practically. Although McIntyre is looking down at him. McIntyre says that this is his one opportunity. He hasn't been a world champion since Money in the Bank Season 5. And he'll be damned if he blows it here. This is his one shot to ascend back to the throne. And he will capitalize. And he won't lose to some little garden gnome that pretends to be world champion. The fairy tale is over for Kyle O'Reilly. And he's going to put Kyle O'Reilly down for good. Now, whatever Kyle O'Reilly's going to say, because he's going to give him the microphone, is going to be the last words that Kyle O'Reilly utters before he's never world champion again, because Drew McIntyre will Claymore's head clean off at No Mercy. Hands the microphone to Kyle O'Reilly. O'Reilly takes it, kind of smiles, and he said, I can't change my height. I can't change my size. You want to call me a garden gnome? Well, you're just a giant to me. And trust me when I say this, I'm used to slaying giants. Giant challenges that I have to overcome that has been put in front of me to get here. I didn't overcome the Beast. I didn't overcome Blake Daniels. I didn't overcome Tyler the King Wolf or Sante Guerrero or James Arlington or any other obstacle they threw at me just to lose this title 9 episodes in. Drew McIntyre says this is his one shot. For Kyle, this is his one shot. His one opportunity to prove to the world that he belongs as the world champion, as the face of the company. This title validates all the hard work, all the sacrifice that he's put in to get here. So if Drew McIntyre wants to overlook him like everybody else has, be his guest. Go right ahead and do it, and watch as Kyle O'Reilly chokes him out. Watch as the light fades from your own eyes as Kyle O'Reilly puts you in the sleeper, in the guillotine, and chokes you out, because that guillotine will fall on your neck and he will slay the Scottish psychopath once and for all and declare that he is still your reigning, defending, undisputed world champion of SmackDown. Believe it, because Kyle O'Reilly is reality. Right now the reality is McIntyre's gonna go through him. Kyle O'Reilly doesn't have to go through McIntyre to get this. Kyle O'Reilly's on top, and he'll stay on top for as long as it takes. Because nobody that management sends his way will defeat him. That's for certain. Drops the microphone, raises the title as the show fades to black to set up No Mercy. Ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for SmackDown. Before you go, I will display the official card for No Mercy just so you see it. That will take place on episode 9. I do hope you all enjoy the card, the editing for it, and a little bit other fun stuff that I put in there with music. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for SmackDown. I'll also put up the title reigns. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, of course, if you choose. But most importantly, as always, suit up Man Army. Greatly appreciate all the support for the channel. And I will see you all on NXT.
I'm a fighter by day, I'm a rolling thunder on the back of the rain. I'm the smoke in your lungs, I am the black in your plague, I am the one who's taking